It's Sunday, July 11. War! The day before midterms, the tension is thick. A couple of students start glaring at me, so I immediately shut my mouth. Right, this is the library, a silent world with a prohibition on whispers. What am I even saying? It's Sunday, one day before our midterm exams. I have lost the will to study at home, so I took what little motivation I had left and went to the library. Yes, it's escapism, but it's a lot more productive than cleaning up my room, isn't it? Okay, I quickly shut my mouth again and look for a table where there aren't many people. Where should I go?
あれれ
Press!
ああ、こうきくん珍しいね、こんなとこし
Press and I moved to an unpopular table that's deeper into the library.
それにしても珍しいよね、こうきくんが図書室に来るなんて。
Yeah, you said that earlier. She's treating me like the library's rare mob. Unfortunately, I actually come to the library quite often, especially when I'm drowning in work.
初耳初耳。
It's true, you picked up my notepad press. I was on my way back from the library when I lost it.
じゃあ、あの時のこうきくん、仕事が切羽詰まってたんだ。
It was the worst. My PC had just died. Well, enough about that.
でもそうなるとここは芋サラダ先生と資格を結びつけてくれた場所なのかも。
Now that you mention it, well, that's probably a little much. I was here beforehand, but I actually lost my notepad in the hallway.
あ、じゃあ今日も切羽詰まってるとか？私邪魔だった？
Not at all. I'm here to study for midterms.
そっか。アーシュちゃんと勝負するんだもんね。ちゃんと頑張ってるんだ。偉い偉い。
Actually, I wasn't working at all. That's why I came here. Hey, don't treat this like it isn't your problem, Press. You're the main prize.
もちろん忘れてないよ。フレーフレー二人とも頑張れ。商品しょぼいのは気にしちゃダメだよ。
No, 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 no. Sakuragi's taking crazed notes with this prize in mind, and I wouldn't have come here if I hadn't gotten caught up in it. Are you studying for your exams here, Press?
今日は仕事の資料あさり。
That's Press for you. It's the day before exams, but she doesn't even need additional studying. I don't usually study for my exams either, but this time it's different. Couldn't you just look for reference material on the internet?
インターネットは調べるのが簡単すぎるからね。検索結果を見たみんなが同じ知識、同じ認識で何かを書くのは怖いなって。もちろん使わないってことはないんだよ。だけど私はインターネットで調べるのは自分であんまりうまくないって思ってるからね。だから基本的には本で調べるようにしてるかな。
I can see where you're coming from. It's not quite the same, but I have a similar line of thinking. I don't worry about expenses when I'm looking at books for research.
そっか。こうきくんにそう言ってもらえるとなんだか嬉しいな。
Press smiles with genuine happiness. She loves potato salad so much that he can make her blush. I'm a bit jealous. Even though I am potato salad, what's the difference? We end up talking for a while before getting back to our original tasks. I'm studying for my exams, and Press?
こうきくんの顔って。
Is there something wrong with my face? I blurt out my thoughts.
あれ？私何か声にしてた？
Yes, it was only bits and pieces, and it came out of nowhere like you were daydreaming. It made me too curious.
違うの。こうきくんまつげ長いんだって思ってただけでね。
Oh, I see. This conversation is difficult to continue. It's not so much a conversation as it is an observation. Wait, why is she observing me to begin with? I thought Press came here to look for research material. I'm sure Press has her reasons. Normally I wouldn't mind, but I am studying for my exams today. She's making it hard to concentrate. It's really distracting, really interesting. Well, not that I can say that out loud. I drop my gaze and focus on my notes. I hear a faint scribbling sound that isn't my own. Has Press started sketching her material? What are you drawing? I can't focus, so I'm putting my cramming on hold. I switch gears and talk about the manuscript instead. We've had 2 rom-coms in a row. I'd like to transition into romedy while still keeping the romance from the last chapter. I can't think of another dumb funny scene right now. Something on par with a 180-degree personality flip after eating suspicious mushrooms. I need something with that kind of certainty.
ちょっといいかな、こうきくん。素朴な疑問なんだけど。
Sure, what's up?
さっき言ってたラブラメとかラコメデとかって何？
Oh, I just made those terms up. Press doesn't look satisfied with that answer, so I continue my explanation. Data Scram is a rom-com. Generally, I have a good idea of whether a chapter is going to be mostly romance or comedy. If it's mostly romance, it's rom-com. If it's mostly humor, it's romedy. Something like that.
Ah, なるほど。
You really don't have to get it. I just made those up on a whim. She's treating those terms like they're an industry standard. I'm kind of embarrassed. Okay, back to work.
ごめんね。もう邪魔しないようにするから。私ちょっと資料探してくるよ。
You weren't really bothering me. Go on. I just can't understand my thoughts if I don't verbalize them. I'll try to hold back a bit. Let's see. Our current series has Koharu. She's the main heroine. She's prim and proper, though she can be a bit talkative. She's the gentle and innocent type and doesn't even realize that she's in love with the protagonist, Gakuto. The goal of the series is to follow her as she realizes that she's in love. Gakuto has been sowing the seeds of affection, so all we need to do is grow them. We just need to make Koharu realize it, but how do we do that? Theoretically, we could put Koharu in physical danger. She could lose her balance, and Gakuto could come out of nowhere and catch her. Then she could blush in his arms or something.
こうきくん、ごめんね。ちょっといいかな。
Oh, Press, have you found your reference material?
それなんだけど、欲しい本が思ったより高い位置にあって。
Oh, sure, I'll get it for you.
何冊か固まってるみたいだし、私が取るから、こうきくんは申し訳ないけど、はしごを押さえててもらえないかな。
I don't mind, but I might see your panties again.
こうきくん、もしかして今、またって言ったかな。
Of course not. I look away.
大丈夫だよ。こうきくんとがっくんがわざとそういうこと言うときは、相手のことを心配したり、フラグ潰しの予防線を張るときだから、そういうことしないもん。
She saw right through me. Embarrassing. And so I take on the manly job of holding the ladder while Press climbs it. But even though she placed her absolute trust in me not 5 seconds ago, I've already taken notice of Press's smooth, creamy legs. No, as a guy, I can't help but notice, but she's trusting me. I'll just think about work to clear my thoughts. Where was I? Right, I wanted to make Koharu realize she's in love with Gakuto. So we could have Koharu fall from a high place. Press? I sense Press losing her balance on top of the ladder. I panic and prepare to catch Press's body with my own.
セーフ。今危なかった。わかった。
I'm glad you're alright. I end up grabbing the reference book for her and then we return to our seats. You're researching backgrounds? I question her about the pile of scenery collections she selected.
デフォルメの練習しようかなって。背景を見せるコマ以外は書き込むと逆にうるさくなっちゃうから、少ない線で説得力を持たせないと。
I see. Press's engine is finally revving up. I should be able to get back to studying for my midterms now, but I might as well finish that line of thought about work. How do I get Koharu to notice her feelings for Gakuto-kun? An exaggerated, dramatic scene wouldn't fit Koharu's character. It has to be subtle, something that seems so trivial it would make the reader go, "Really? There?" Or, "That's all it took?" A regression? Something that should have happened earlier? Something that invokes a different response even though it's been done so many times? They could brush each other's hand by accident. I feel someone staring at me again. I glance over at Press, who seems to be focused on her drawing. Her hand is rummaging around the table. No way. She's probably just groping around for a pencil case. She's found something to draw, and now she's trying to deform it in her head. I casually grab Press's pencil case and put it next to her fumbling hand. The timing is perfect, and Press touches my hand instead. Press yanks her hand back, surprised. She's so shocked that her face is growing red. Sup? Press puts her head to work, desperately trying to understand the situation. Wait, why are you putting your hand back on top of mine? I thought this was over.
それで、どういうことかな?
Nope, she decides to put things back the way she found them because she couldn't reach a conclusion. It looks like she's ignoring the fact that she was looking for her pencil case. I don't think she even remembers. I decide to have some fun with this. I'm not really sure either.
なんで?
We both have the look of a victim. And with our hands still on top of each other, we remain quiet, unsure of what to do. This is awkward. The silence seems to have stifled our other senses, but I can feel the heat from where our hands are touching each other. Actually, this is getting more embarrassing by the second. What's going on here? It's awkward, but I don't hate it either. Honestly, it's just straight embarrassing. Geh. Now my hands are getting sweaty because of my nerves. I hope she doesn't notice. I try to move my hand away. What? Press grips my hand with an air of decision. Suddenly,
1,2,3,4,5,6,7,8,9
a thumb war? We are holding opposing hands, so we can't actually engage in a thumb war. What is she even holding down? Soon after, I return to work for the third time. I feel myself getting sleepy. Chief reason being I can't come up with any ideas for Koharu. Screw it, I don't care. Here's what I'll do. She'll be talking to Gakuto and there'll be an internal monologue that says, "Oh, I'm in love with him." I'll just ask Takatsuka-san to tie everything down in the chapter closing next. The flower of love buds in the sunlit warmth of his smile. We can even write it as flower of emotions love. Well, it's Takatsuka-san. She'll be a lot more blunt with it. Koharu falls thanks to writer's block. I'm scared. Takatsuka-san might actually do it. Not like she'd accept that kind of development in the first place. Oh boy, my mind's getting foggy. I'll get some sleep. I can't think well when I'm tired anyway. After 5 or 10 minutes, my head will be clear. Press is so focused, she won't even notice. I'll just quietly slip away into slumber. I just hope I don't say anything weird or oversleep, especially oversleep. The thought frightens me. I quietly lay my head on the table. We'll meet again if you survive. Bon voyage. Wait, that's what you would say if you were sending someone off. Gah.
あれ、こうきくんいつの間にか寝ちゃってる？
How long has it been? How long has it been? I can hear Press's faint voice far in the distance of my subconscious. It sounds like she's noticed that I've fallen asleep. When I used to do this in front of Toa and Mihiro, they made a game of balancing various objects on top of my head. Whoever woke me up lost. Mihiro opened by placing a needle holder on top, a power play meant to control the board. Toa retaliated by putting a paperweight on top of that. I remember them congratulating each other on the difficult match when I woke up. Compared to that, Press is being very affectionate with me.
熱湯。あ、水筒に紅茶入れてきたっけ？
What?
リアクションがない。本当に寝てるんだ。
I think she is suspicious of me because of what I said earlier this afternoon. I'm sorry, Press.
お疲れ様。
Her sudden gentle words of appreciation flood my heart with warmth.
こうきくん、いっつも頑張ってるもんね。お仕事もそうだけど、アーシャちゃんがしてほしいことをしてあげたり、生徒会の活動もそうだしね。
Haha, Press always puts potato salad first.
もしこうきくんが芋サラダ先生じゃなかったとしても、会えてよかったなって、生徒会に入ってくれてよかったなって思ってる。ありがとうございます。
That made me happy. Seriously.
ただね、今日はテスト勉強やってくれないんだ。もう前日なのに。
No, I came here with the intention of studying. You just got in my way, Press. The idea of a date with you is too alluring. I'm a guy after all.
ご褒美デートだって。私はね、こうきくんが頑張ってくれてもいいのかなとか思ったりして。私何言っちゃってんだろう。今のはなしね。忘れちゃって。
Whoops! I was stunned to silence thanks to the momentum. Press is embarrassed and flustered. I want to see her cute expression so bad that I lose control of myself. Wait, what did you mean by that? A mean smile crosses my lips. Huh? I slowly raise my head. I thought I would see Press going through her usual motions. She would flip from surprise to anger to a cute kind of sulking, her usual routine. What I see on Press's face is different. Not completely different, but different enough. I don't remember ever seeing her like this. Her face grows red and tears well in her eyes. She trembles slightly. The kind of face I see when I am dreaming of work. No, beyond that. Press's voice snaps me back to reality. What do I do? What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I've seen something I shouldn't have. I've thought up a million different situations similar to this for work, but I'm panicking so much I can't think. What is Press feeling right now? What does she want? No, I can't think of anything. I can't decide on my next move. My head spins like never before. Call it maintaining the status quo or just plain escapism. I feign sleep talking and lay my head on the desk again.
こうきくん、あれ、起きてたよね。寝ぼけてたってこと？こうきくん、おい、こうきくん。
Press, you don't have to start poking me. I guess she wants me to wake up.
寝てるんだったら、助かるんだけど。
Too close! I was about to get up. Well, I've decided on maintaining the status quo.
寝ぼけてるんだよね。寝ぼけてたんだよね。
Duh. And, as if we had planned it, we enjoyed our time in awkward silence.
今日はお疲れ様。
Later in the afternoon, I wake up and waste no time heading home. You too, Press. Now I know what it looks like when someone's so confident they don't even study the day before.
こうきくんもしてなかったくせに。
Press his usual blank stare. We make our way home, the sun high in the sky. We part ways at the usual halfway mark, but there's a hint of hesitation as we do. See you. Anyway, we both need time to cool off after what happened today.
あ、こうきくん、
What's up?
私たち、今日特に何もなかったにゃね。
Press slips up at the most important part.
やだ、あれ、私なんでこういう時に限って。
Yes, you're right. Nothing happened at all.
こうきくん、それひどい。
Press beats on me like a character in an old manga. I take every hit.
もう。
Ha ha ha! Press continues her barrage until she runs out of breath. Press? Press's laugh is so unexpected that it makes me worry a bit.
ごめんね、違うの。今日ね、何もなかったんだけど、ちょっとびっくりしちゃうことがあって。なんかね、考え出したらいろいろと怖くなっちゃってたんだけど、今のでなんか、全然嫌な気持ちとかなかったんだって分かって、それが嬉しくて。とりあえず今日は帰るね。じゃあね、こうきくん。ありがとう。またね。
Sure. Press skips her way ahead of me before I get the chance to grasp the situation. That's my partner for you. She's always like this. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Well, I'll leave it at that. I've already decided on my course of action.